beyond events.
I really enjoyed the event. I thought it was great. The speaker especially, I felt like her style of speaking was really great because it was more of a conversation and got more input from the audience, which was great. It was really engaging. And the things she addressed in particular, I know that the topic of women in Islam has been sort of controversial over the past few years, and a lot of people have questions about it, including myself. So it was great to sort of hear her perspective, especially because it's very unique, her being born and raised in America and her family having lived in America for a very long time. I felt like she had a really unique perspective and was able to sort of speak in a general way about these complex or controversial issues that were easy for people to understand and really gave people something to think about. The art's really awesome. I like the little sort of explanations. That was really cool, and I liked it because I feel like there's so many aspects to this event. So not only is there this great speaker and there's this dialogue, but there's also this art that you have a chance to appreciate. And I liked my free book a lot. Yeah, and I really appreciated the perspective again of the speaker looking at this interfaith dialogue and trying to explain things in a way that's not necessarily comparative, but sort of inclusive to everyone, and just really enhancing everyone's perspective.
The event was phenomenal. It was so touching and beautiful, and every word she said was so motivational. And she's just a fabulous person. I'm in love with her, honestly. I'm speechless, honestly, at how just mesmerizing this event was, and I'm so glad that I attended.
She's so knowledgeable, you know.
She really is.
And you can tell from the moment when you see her, she's so peaceful. Her demeanor, her
a gentle, beautiful soul.
She really cares, and it's something to look up to, something to follow. And, she's an inspiration.
She really is. She was just, she couldn't have been better.
Thank you for holding us.
Hi, I'm Linda. I teach English here at Chico State. I also teach at ALCI. And I think I've attended 3 of the 4 of these last events. I've greatly appreciated all of them. I think this one I liked the best because I think more people were more interested, because I think there's more of the unknown of how women really are expected to be treated in Islam, and I think the speaker did a good job of talking about the cultural differences versus the religious differences. I still think there were some rumors that people were a little too shy to have dispelled, but hopefully with more events, more activities. One message that didn't come across that I wish had was more that Islam is a religion of peace. She didn't quite say that statement, even though it was understood by people who knew a little bit more. I still have plenty to learn, of course. And I like the events that happen on campus and the giving of the roses and the hopes for people to have greater understanding. So I'm really grateful to your organization for doing this. I'm grateful to be included. I got many texts and Facebook messages and emails and flyers to remind me to come, which is good incentive for me to remind my students. I think that's why I'm here, is to help all of us better understand each other. And I'm definitely someone who believes in no boundaries and embracing everyone. So
I just kind of I heard about this in the student announcements, and since it was the women's role in Islam, I was kind of expecting it to be more of a feminism type thing that I was used, I don't know, just the typical feminism roles and stuff that I was used to, and just seeing how that pertained to her and her faith. But I thought it was really interesting that so much of her identity and just the women's role in general stemmed from the faith, and how it wasn't necessarily how people would perceive it to be, or it really expect it to be, or really what you even see in the media. And a lot of misconceptions and stuff just weren't very faith-based, and I felt like she did a really good job explaining that all the misconceptions, and like a lot, especially the negative misconceptions that people have about it, is more of a cultural thing than it is the Islam itself.
I thought that the speaker was very fascinating. It was very interesting for me to hear a different, like perspective, especially from the media, and just to have frank discussion and an openness of dialogue. I really appreciate it. I thought that was lovely. I love the art. I think the art is wonderful. It's sort of an eye onto a tradition that I have some contact with, but it's interesting to see the different styles and all of the different aspects of it and the decoration and everything. So happy to have that as a resource here in this community.
I really enjoyed how she began the talk by asking the audience what some of their misconceptions were, because I was really looking forward to having that dialogue. I thought she did a really good job of continuing the dialogue throughout the presentation for the night, so I really enjoyed that, and it answered a lot of my questions.
Thank you for having this wonderful event tonight. It was so exciting to meet such a wise and compassionate woman, and I would like to know more about your organization that sponsored such a great event. And I didn't even know about your organization, and it's great to know that you're here and doing this good work. Thank you. And thanks for the delicious food. You didn't need the American food.
I think the speech was great and very emotional at some points. The art gallery is beautiful, and thank you.